Knowledge and Communications Technology Assignment 1, Sarah and Lucinda.
The two interactive games chosen cover the early stage 1 science and technology key learning area. Outcome ES 1.6 by content strand of Earth and its surroundings with associated indicator allows students to gain understanding of the Earth's characteristics and how they and others will interact with the environment. Outcome INVES 1.7 by learning process of investigating provides students ways in which they can explore their immediate environment by using their senses, questioning and many others. Investigating is an activity that will enhance and develop students' curiosity and creativity.
The interactive game What's the Weather has students select clothing based on the temperature of the thermometer. The child selects the clothing they believe is suitable for the degree. When the child clicks the right outfit, the bear says, yeah, and students are faced with another problem of dressing the bear. When the child selects the wrong outfit, either the bear says, I'm too hot, or I'm too cold. When looking at the game, we analysed it in relation to the quality teaching model. We looked at each element and then the subsections of the element. This activity addressed intellectual quality through meta-language, such as thermometer and Celsius on the game screen. It also addresses higher order thinking, with the students acquiring and using data from the interactive game for real purposes. They are able to synthesize and evaluate knowledge to create new knowledge. This is seen through the child being able to understand the differences between the clothing range and what they will wear with the temperature. Significance is addressed through the game with integrating the child's background knowledge, subject and knowledge integration and connectedness between the information. Students are able to use their previous knowledge that they have developed at home or at school to understand the differences between seasons and how they differ. The activity is connected to students through the use of their familiar objects, clothing and weather, and is able to be integrated into other key learning areas. Quality learning environment is addressed through the engaging activity. Engagement is established through the interactive technology-based activity and is established through the connectedness of students' knowledge. Real-world connections are seen through familiar terminology, knowledge of seasons and the use of familiar objects.
This interactive game, called Sid the Science Kid, allows students to dress Sid depending on the weather wheel and its weather image given. After dressing Sid, students click the check mark icon to see if they dressed him correctly. There were only limited real-world connections to support student learning in this activity too. The difference between the two interactive games are, for Activity 1, What's the Weather, provided more learning experiences which will assist in meeting the needs and interests of both the students and the wider community. It has a purpose and a more meaningful learning experiences, which assist students to understand their world better and things that influence it. They begin to learn new scientific concepts such as thermometer, Celsius and others. It is more stimulating and engaging. It is good for the classroom as it promotes and develops other lessons, activities and can be integrated with other KLAs. While Activity 2, Sid the Science Kid, did not provide significance to the students and no high order thinking skills can be used. It did not cover very much interactivity. It was very basic and easy.
That's all for today's weather. This is Lou and Sarah, your weather ladies. Stay tuned for the morning traffic report at Callaghan. Thanks. Have a great weekend.